بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أما بعد. I know might of you been wondering, also my guests. First, I'd like to say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum for all. Thank you again for coming to the next episode of Allah Azim al-Shakur. Maybe you noticed that I'm saying Bismillah wa salatu wa salam and then the same dua. It's a dua that Prophet Musa alayhi salam would to say when he's about to meet who? Fir'aun. And Musa sometimes he had like a knot and he had to ask Allah to untie the knot so the words can flow in smoothness. And we ask Allah the words not just to go to your ears but also go to your hearts and cause a change. So this dua is very dear to me because sometimes outside even sometimes here, I stumble upon some words. So I ask Allah to smooth the process. Is it clear? So this dua that it's very dear to me. Don't think it's have to, or every halaqah I have to say Bismillah. No. You don't have to say like the whole dua I mentioned. But it's something that depends on what you feel comfortable with the words. And the dua, there's so many other du'as that you can make. Is it clear? Yes. So I know because it came to my mind, so I just want to share it with you guys. So Allah ash-shakur. So I hope from the last episode till this one, you've done some good. I hope the last episode was an encouragement that at least when you were sitting, you said Subhanallah. Allah will appreciate that you said Subhanallah. Allah will appreciate that you remembered Him. Allah does appreciate it, doesn't He? Because He said, whoever mentions me, I mention him. He appreciates. And who are you to be mentioned? So with all respect, who are you? Who are you? Who are you for a president to mention you? But Allah is the best of example. He's the king of all kings to mention you. Appreciates. So I hope this was a move, and I hope you feel like, you know what, brother, finish the halaqah, finish the episode, because I want to do some good, inshallah, afterwards. Come on, let's get over with. Sah? So we ask Allah to make us among those people. Now, you find Allah Azim al-Shakur related to other beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and perhaps some other ones. But you have to pay attention. We mentioned in the first few episodes in the introduction that Allah doesn't randomly put names. Like He doesn't Ghafoor Rahim for no reason. There's a reason why Ghafoor came with Rahim, right? And Allah puts Ash-Shakur with other names. For example, He puts Ash-Shakur with Al-Alim. Allah says in the Quran, إِنَّ الصَّفَا وَالْمَرْوَةَ مِنْ شَعَائِرِ اللَّهِ فَمَنْ حَجَّ الْبَيْتَ أَوْ اعْتَمَرَ فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْهِ أَنْ يَطَّوَّفَ بِهِمَا وَمَنْ تَطَوَّعَ خَيْرًا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ شَاكِرٌ عَلِيمٌ. Then Allah talks about the Safa wal Marwa is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Sha'air of Hajj, and then talk about Umrah and so on. Then at the end Allah says, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ, Allah is Shakir, the most appreciative, the all knowledgeable. So can you help me out? Tell me, what do you think is the relationship? Why? Because now the point of this is that when you read the Quran, wallah, you just have to pay attention. When you read the Quran, you have to read it differently now. And whenever you see the last two names of Allah or mentioned at the end of a verse, you don't read that just like pass by it, like it's as if it's something like adi. La, you pay attention. So why do you think? Anybody here would like to volunteer?
Can I?
Go ahead.
Because if you want to thank to someone, the someone make to me the good, I must know that he do that, and after that I will be shakur. I will be shakur because I must know that. I must be alim to say him to be shakur.
Subhanallah, mashallah, mumtaz, excellent, mashallah, mashallah, mumtaz. Remember the example I mentioned about the guy who picked up from the ground something?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
Was there anyone watching him? The hadith doesn't mention, sah? But Allah appreciates, and He's al-alim, He knows. Even though no one else knows, know that Allah knows.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That no one is watching you, don't worry, al-alim, He knows, ya'lam, that you picked up, even though no one's watching. So now for our brothers and sisters, when their parents are asleep, and they walk very slowly, not to wake up their parents, right? Know that Al-Alim will appreciate it, even though your father doesn't know. But Allah is the best of examples. You know what happened? Your father might wake up and He just yell at you. Why you came home late? Papa, didn't you see me walking so slowly not to wake you up? And I didn't say anything. La, but Allah Al-Alim is aware, and Allah will appreciate that. Allah Al-Alim, subhanAllah. Also, another name that comes, was very beautiful, is Allah's name Al-Ghafoor. Now, guess. Why Shakur and Ghafoor? Go ahead. Anybody would like to give a shot? Let me mention the verse. لِيُوَفِّيَهُمْ أُجُورَهُمْ وَيَزِيدَهُمْ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ إِنَّهُ غَفُورٌ شَكُورٌ وَقَالُوا الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ الَّذِي أَذْهَبَ عَنَّا الْحَزَنَ إِنَّ رَبَّنَا لَغَفُورٌ شَكُورٌ. Why?
Can I?
Go ahead, one more time.
Maybe because the Allah is Ghafoor and Shakur. If I want Ghafoor from Allah, the Allah He will be Ghafoor, and He will be Shakur because I want Ghafoor from Him.
Actually, I see what you're saying. Actually, it doesn't make sense. And I never thought about it this way. I never thought about it this way, and I've never read it this way, but what he said makes sense, is that you ask Allah to forgive you, and He appreciates that, so He forgives you.
Yeah.
I actually was not my notes. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi. But the point I was trying to get is that when you do an act, sometimes things happen. So for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm going to do this act like a brother, and then a sister walks and you want to get married, you're single, and the intentions, shaky, صح? And you're like, no, a'udhu billah, no, I gotta go back for Allah, it's not for her, for Allah, for Allah. Then the intention goes back, Allah appreciates it, and Allah will overlook and forgive the shortcoming that you had. See how beautiful it is? You see when I the Quran, Ghafoor Shakur, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even though we sinned so much in the dunya, so many mistakes in the dunya, Allah will give us Jannah by forgiving us and appreciate what we've done and go to Jannah. You see the relationship? Imagine if we read this Quran in that understanding. We ask Allah to give us the understanding of the Quran. Say Ameen. Ameen, Rabbil Alamin. Also, it's a beautiful Quran that we ask Allah to make always conscious of every word that we pass by, and for Allah to give us the reward of every letter that we read. So inshallah, in Ramadan, we read the Quran with consciousness, inshallah. Now the question is, when we talk about those beautiful names, we like to give direct lessons and practicality as we've been doing it so far. So how can we live with Allah's name as Shakur and always be conscious with it in everything that we look, whether it's through the brothers and sisters or through reading the Quran and so on. Now the point is, do as much good as you can. This halaqah is an excuse for you or against you. And we ask Allah to make an excuse for you to go to Jannah. So you have to do as much good as possible and appreciate Allah. And actually appreciate Allah, that's the second point, but wait for Allah to appreciate you. Brother Asmir just asked me a question during the break. It's a very good question. He says, how can we not care about what people would tell us thank you? And we won't mind, like, you know what, if they don't thank me, it's fine. If they thank me, it's fine. How can we have that heart that we only want Allah to be thankful to us or appreciate us, and we don't mind if other people don't say thank you? This takes sincerity and ikhlas. This takes that a person that knows only if you know Ash-Shakur as much as you can and other names, that your heart will be only to who? To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one will dare to interfere. Because if Allah is always number one in our lives, always, then anything that comes in between, like, move away. As Allah's number one. Sah? It's like someone, like children, they play games, right? They play. And their mom says, Ya Majid, Ya Majid, move, sah? And by the way, that's a major sin. It's a kabira.
Yes.
Doing that to your mom, that's a kabira. I can't let this go by. But the point is, if someone comes to interfere, you move away. So when Allah is Shakur, someone doesn't say thank you, why? No, don't worry about human beings. Human beings, don't worry about them. We're made of we're nothing. We're nothing. نحن لا شيء. Inshallah, when we talk about Allah al-Khaliq, we will say what we really are, our value in this dunya, in the sight of Allah and in the sight of others. So the point is that we need to do as much good as possible. I'll mention three quick ones. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, مَنْ نَفَّسَ عَنْ مُؤْمِنْ كُرْبَ مِنْ كُرَبِ الدُّنْيا. Whoever lifts a hardship from one of your brothers or sisters. So you see someone is in need, going through hardship, they have a flat tire, you want to change the tire for them, what will happen? Allah will lift, نفس الله عنه كربة من كرب يوم القيامة. Allah will lift one of the hardships in dunya? No, in يوم القيامة. You see how Allah appreciates that little that you do? Subhanallah. You know what, when I was coming here wearing the clothing and so on, Jazallah khair, he came and helped me with the hangles, right? So I ask Allah to lift the hardship from يوم القيامة, just like how you lift the hardship of carrying my shirt. May Allah reward you. See how simple it is? Now I'm saying this, you know why? Because every time he sees me, I'm like, Jazakallah khair, brother. So you go and inshallah rush and so on. So we ask Allah to grant us sincerity in our work. The other thing is that supporting your brother. Support. Whatever it is. Maybe sometimes encouragement. Like, Ya akhi, go, bismillah, go. Like this is, you know what? Whatever you hear here, you go and talk to people. Like for example, our brothers here from Bosnia, they want to go and translate these lectures, right? Remember what you told me, right?
Yes.
He wants my notes to go translate it, to go to Bosnia. So if I assist him and support him with that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will assist me where and whenever I need. And now question, my assistance to Asmir is like Allah's assistance to me. So when I assist you with the notes, I'm doing myself a favor. Because I might not assist you so good, but when Allah assists a person, khalas. You see the understanding?
Yeah.
So now when you do good, you don't wait for thank you. You want Allah to help you out in your deeds. Is it clear?
Yes.
The other thing, the last thing is that doing good would avoid you from rough ending in the dunya. So you want to avoid rough death, a severe, painful death. Rasulullah ﷺ said, صَنَائِعُ الْمَعْرُوفِ تقي مصارع السوء. Doing good, what happens? Allah will move away severe and painful death that would happen on a person. Those are very hard, that rip apart bodies and so on. So what is the hadith? صناع المعروف تقي مصارع السوء. Another thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appreciates whatever you do. Imagine if you help a person that is in need or a poor person. I will tell you a true story. And this story I've taken it from Sheikh Muhammad Hassan. May Allah protect him. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. Sheikh Muhammad Hassan, may Allah protect him. He saying this story in one of his episodes. It was very beautiful. He says that there was a person who had some problem in his heart. And he was in Egypt. And he had to go to the UK or some European country to go and have the ilaj and the cure for the sickness that he has. When he went there, it was a little serious. The doctors told him, you know what, you need to stay here. He insisted he wants to go back to see his family for a few days before going and doing what? The operation, the amaliyah. So he said, no, you can't. He said, please let me go. And forgive me if I miss a word or so, but I'm going there for my memory. So he said, no, I please want to go back. I want to see my family just for a few days. They say, if you insist, okay, go back. But there's some medication that you need to take during that stay, and you have to come back in about 3 days, not more than that. Is it clear? Clear. Your x-rays show that you need to be here as soon as possible. You need the operation. Please, I want to see my family. Okay, go ahead. He goes with what? With the medicine. When he goes there, he sees his family. They hug each other and so on. And then he went down to his house, and he was looking to an old lady in front of a butcher shop. He's seen something that touched his heart like unbelievable. He said, I need to do something. What is it that he saw? What is it that he need to do? I will let you know, inshallah, after the break. Right? So be patient, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a short break. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you one more time for tuning in to our episode talking about Allah's beautiful name, Ash-Shakir and Ash-Shakur. Jazakumullah khair for your patience, and I know you guys want to continue the story, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Even the director said, man, you got us, subhanAllah. That was a good stop, just to make sure that no one went through the commercials here, I have to do the break here and there, and they were waiting the whole time like, what's the story, subhanAllah. The story is that man with the problem in his heart, he was talking to his friend in front of his house. He looked at the laham, the butcher, and he saw an old lady picking up the fat of the meat. The fat, which is not eatable. So usually people don't eat it much. It's hardly ever eaten. So whenever she finds something that the laham just throws away, the butcher doesn't eat it, she goes, grabs it and puts it in the bag. Goes and grabs it and puts it in the bag. So it touched him so much. So he went to that lady. She said, what's going on? She's an old woman. She said, I have 6 children, and the last time we ate meat or so was about 6 months ago. The last time we ate meat. So I try my best, whatever is attached to the fat, that they might eat. He was so touched by it. He said, La wallah. Then he went to the butcher. He go and paid him. He said, you know what? This payment is for an entire year of whatever she needs in terms of meat. Then he asked her, how many pounds do you want? She said, I want, let's say, 2 pounds. That's it. He went, he said, give her 4 pounds. For the entire year, and here's the pay, and I'll take care of it. Whenever she comes, give her whatever she wants. She has up to 4 pounds a day or so. Then she went down to her knees making dua for him. Ya Rab, Allah Rabbina khalik, and all that, the beautiful dua. You know, the dua of the old ladies, our mothers, subhanAllah, very beautiful, sah? Wallahi, when you have an old, like, very sincere and so on, make dua for you, let them make dua for you. And say Ameen. Don't run away. If your mom makes dua for you, man, this is the best thing in the world, man. There's no dua perhaps as powerful as the dua of a mother to her son. May Allah make us amongst those who get dua from our mother. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. Dua from the old, Ya Rab, bishfiq, kaza, everything. Then he swears by Allah, when she was done, his heart was so touched. He went to his house. He knocked on the door. Who opened? His daughter. She said immediately, Baba, you look different. Baba, you look different. She said, Wallah, I feel like so powerful. I feel so energetic. You see how she appreciated what he did, and it meant so much to him as well? The old lady, she appreciated that. Then it touched his heart. He said, Khalas, I think I'm fine. I don't want to go anymore. He said, Baba, you have to be realistic. Yani, you can't do that, Baba. You can't. Dua, alhamdulillah, is good, but Baba, you have to take the means. You have to go back to the UK to take medication. He said, I don't want to go anymore. I can destroy the whole wall right now. How powerful I am. Then the mother and the daughter, Baba, please go back. He said, okay, I'll go back. He goes to the hospital, forgo another x-ray. They come back, few doctors, they say, what is this? He's like, what's wrong? He's like, what's this? Where did you go? What hospital did you go to? Where did you go? So Wallah, no way. I went to Egypt with my family. He said the x-rays show there's nothing in your heart. There's nothing. Wallah, true story. There's nothing in your heart. He said, I didn't do anything. He said, what have you done? Simple. You guys know. It's Allah's shakur. Allah appreciated that perhaps the meat that he gave, a few pounds, which is not to him, was not big to him. Allah appreciates, you know what, cure your heart. If that's in dunya, then about akhirah. Allah rewards the believer in the dunya and the akhirah. You see how it is? So subhanallah, so number one, because there's two action points, number one is that you need to do good and wait for Allah to appreciate what you do. Number two, you need to appreciate people. And it's very important. And those with experience know how important it is. And I'd like to share that with a director. I know he's listening to me. You know what he told me? He said, make sure at the end of the episode, you thank the people. Because this shows respect to you guys. SubhanAllah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, وَمَنْ لَا يَشْكُرِ النَّاسِ لَا يَشْكُرُ اللَّهِ. Whoever does not thank the people has not thanked Allah. So part of you thanking Allah is by thanking who? The people. So you make sure you appreciate people. And now you see at the beginning the book by Dale Carnegie, when he said that when you appreciate people, you influence them and you win their hearts. So Allah advises us, this is Islam. This is Islam. Maybe he read the hadith, or maybe he saw it from a psychological perspective, but we need to thank people. I talk to every husband and every wife that have been married for many years. Thank your wife for the food that she's been cooking for the past 20 years, akhi. Not the first honeymoon, jazakallah khair, barakallah fiki, بعدين forgot about it. No, be appreciative of your mom. Never forget, sorry about this, never forget she changed your diapers. Never. Wallah, if you thank her all your life for all that she had to go through. Thank you, Mom. Allah call it. Thank you for everything that you've done. SubhanAllah. You have to thank and appreciate. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَئِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will increase you, give you more and more. So it's a win-win situation. It's not like, Allah, you're wasting your time and so on. And thankfulness means a lot. For example, part of the YouTube videos that I have, when someone writes a comment, as I upload YouTube videos, it says, Jazakallah khair. This video was very good and so on. Thank you so much for changing my life. It means so much to me. Not that I'm doing it for them, but subhanAllah, this is how human beings are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us to appreciate people. And Allah says, وَمَا بِكُم مِّن نِعْمَةٍ فَمِنَ اللَّهِ. There's no blessing that you have except that's from who? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So thank Him and thank the people. So don't only thank the people, because sometimes, you know what we do? We focus on the people and we forget ash-shakur. So let's be thankful to Allah because He's thankful to us. Let's appreciate Allah because He appreciates the little that we do. Is it clear? So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst those that live with Allah azim ash-shakur. Because pay attention. If you don't thank Allah for what He has given you, that ni'mah might go away from you, or that ni'mah becomes a niqmah. That ni'mah becomes something against you. Like many people that became so rich, they forget Allah shakur. They become obsessed with the money, they're not happy, then become so famous, they can't walk in the mall anymore. Sah? Where's shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You need to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You need to be aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is that clear? Do you know any other moments where you think, or you can share a story with me, that someone thanked you and it meant so much to you? Do you have any experience or any example that you went through? That someone thanked you? You see, one of the reasons I asked you these questions is that it took you some time to think.
Yes.
Because we live in a time that not many people thank us for the good we do.
Yes.
You need to practice Allah's name. Shakur. Go ahead.
But I see where when the Allah said thank you, because I was doing something, but I didn't hear from people thank you. But after I was use some other things. It will be from Allah. It isn't from anyone other.
No.
Because I want in that day it was I was having 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
10 pounds of what? Fat or?
10 junay.
Oh, pounds. Okay, I thought pounds.
Yeah.
Or 10 pounds.
And I give to one person junay.
No.
It was the old Amam in the front of the university.
So you had 10 junays.
Yeah.
You give one junay to a person in need. So what happened to you? So how did Allah appreciate? Go ahead. Bismillah.
And after 2 days.
2 days.
After 2 days, the one man from Bosnia called me and said, "I send you one for
roughly how many pounds?
4,000 of junay."
1,000 janae.
Yeah.
So you give 1 janae.
Yeah,
2 days later they call you randomly,
Yeah.
and you didn't prepare for it, 1,000 janae.
Yeah,
Allah shakur, live on TV. Live example. And wallahi,
that it was.
subhanallah, I can swear to you that there are some people watching, they can say, I lived with Allah shakur. They can give me examples of Allah shakur. You see how important it is? So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this episode that we mentioned as a source of motivation. And please, please, whenever you find yourself lazy, someone asking you for help, they need to like donate blood and so on, think of Allah shakur. You see, only if you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you will continue to be energetic, and we need to work and work and work and work and work and work and work so Allah can appreciate and let us go to Jannah. So we need to work to the end, just like how Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he continued to learn and study. He said, Ya Imam Ahmad, until when will you learn and study, Ya Imam Ahmad? Until when? He said, min al-mahbara ila al-maqbara. From above the ground until under the ground, I will never stop. Continue doing good, learning and teaching the people. So with this, inshallah, we will conclude, and next episode we will begin with a new name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You guys ready, inshallah? I hope so far you've been seeing some changes in your lives. I hope, even though a few names, imagine how you're feeling. SubhanAllah, you see some tears amongst us for knowing 2 names so far, or 3 names, Al-Wakil, Al-Shakur, Al-Shakir, and look how you feel touched. How would you feel if 99 names you've been learned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Is that clear? So we'd like to thank all of you. Jazakumullah khair for listening. And if you have any comments, anything, perhaps you can email the qanah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.